Stranger Stories. I was about 4 or 5 years old, and my parents had just separated. My mom was living in a 2-bedroom apartment. I had my own room, but I preferred to sleep in her bed whenever I was staying with her. Our 2 bedrooms were at the end of the hallway, directly across from each other. Our apartment was on the first floor. I remember that it was in the middle of the summer, and my mom had her room window open, which was directly behind the bed right above the headboard. Anyways, I woke up in the middle of the night and remember sitting up and seeing that our cat was sitting in the doorframe of my mom's room. Her door was open and you could partially see into my bedroom. This was strange because our cat was typically always in bed with us. As I was watching him, he walked into my bedroom and meowed. I turned to face my mom and wake her up. In the 3-4 seconds it took her to wake up and ask me what was wrong, we both looked back up in the doorframe, and there was a man standing by my open door, making his way out of my bedroom. I still don't know how he managed to do it so quickly, but my mother proceeded to pick me up and literally throw me out of the screen window. Again, we were on the first floor, so it was maybe a 3-foot drop to the ground. She quickly followed and we were able to start screaming for help, and someone called 911. The police came but didn't see any signs of forced entry, only that our front door was unlocked, which led them to believe that the man must have exited that way. The strange thing was that my mom swore up and down that she had locked the door that night with the deadbolt and the chain lock. About a week later, she was cleaning the kitchen and opened up our water heater closet and found a notebook with names and drawings, as well as a pair of gloves and some gum wrappers. The police were called again, but all they could do was speculate that the man had been in our house and hid until we were asleep.
I grew up on Long Island in the town of Brentwood. It was a quiet town for its location, and we just moved into a new house. My dad worked as a taxi driver at the time, which meant he would usually end up coming home early in the morning. It was a Saturday morning. I was watching cartoons and my dad just came back from work, so I immediately went to say hello to him. My mom heard us from the bedroom and said, "Hello, honey, don't go in the pool, it's not ready yet." Me and my dad thought it was a little weird, as it was 6 a.m. and we weren't going to go in the pool anyways. We brushed it off, and my dad began telling me his usual stories about the crazies he picked up throughout the night. After a few minutes or so, we both realized it was a Saturday, and my mom was at work. It was only me and him in the house, and the voice telling us not to go in the pool sounded just like my mother. Fast forward a few days, my new neighbors came over to welcome us to town. It was a couple with 3 kids, a son that was my age, and 2 girls, one blonde and one brunette. We went outside to play soccer when I noticed the little brunette girl was nowhere to be found. Being a curious boy, I ran around the property and found her playing in the woods, a dangerous area for a little kid to be exploring. She asked me to come play tag, but I declined, wanting to get everyone in on the game. The reactions of everyone as I asked for them to join us was puzzling, along with the response from the mom saying, "We only have one daughter." Turns out a small brunette girl drowned in our pool 10 years ago. Her mother soon passed from a heart attack. The following 5 to 6 years were terrifying for all of us.